So I finally got a chance to watch Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and what I can say right off the bat is that it is worth every bit of a movie ticket. So if you haven't watched it, I suggest you go and watch it. But I'm not going to spoil it as much. This is pretty much an unspoiler review. I'll try to talk as vaguely as I can about what I liked about the movie and what I'm looking forward to. So yeah, let's get into it. One of the things that I really loved about the movie was the animation style. I don't know what I would call it because it was a mixture of so many different things. And I remember I was watching a review by Jeremy Jans, one of my very favorite commentators. He said this thing that when you watch Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, or even into the Spider-Verse, any place you stop and screenshot it and probably just put it on a canvas, it does look like a painting. So I really liked the animation style, and I hope that the animators in this case were compensated well, because I know sometimes animators are not paid as well, and they're usually very much overworked. But I hope that in this case they were compensated for their work, because that animation style, loved it. So Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is a sequel to the previous one. And in this one, we get to see more of who Miles Morales is. And as we all know, being a teenager is hard, right? So imagine handling that and a secret of you being a superhero, and you're working close with your dad to keep the peace in Brooklyn, right? I think Brooklyn. And the thing that I liked about this movie is that it wasn't as in overly goofy. It was mature enough to put its points across and also have those comical moments here and there. They didn't overdo it. And I saw a post yesterday saying that Marvel didn't have a hand in creating the sequel, and you can tell because Marvel has had this tendency of relying more on comic relief to a point where it's now become a comic franchise. I don't know if it's trying to be SNL, I don't know, but whatever it's doing, it's just failing at it, and just forgetting its main agenda, which is putting forward these superheroes. And mind you, me, I'm not even like a big superhero fan, but there are certain agendas that shouldn't be just taken lightly just because you want to spread comic relief everywhere. I feel like there's a time and place for everything, and I think Marvel needs to learn that. And in this movie, you can see that. Yes, there are these serious themes brought across, but there is also that comic relief, because you also have to remember that you're dealing with teenagers, right? So you can't be serious all the way. So this movie did it perfectly. The introduction, obviously, to the other spider people or spider beings across the multiverse was pretty cool, because they all had their animation style, and that's why I say the animation was really, really cool. Every spider person had their own animation style, as in there's a way they were presented, and that was really, really cool. Just seeing them all together, it was really fascinating and really exciting. And I also like the villain. I kind of underestimated the villain, but he held up his own, and he's someone who's going to be very formidable as we go to the third one actually, which is Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. So I'm waiting to see more. The thing that really made Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse work was the anticipation it built for the next movie. There were a lot of cliffhangers that really made you anticipate for the next one to come. So do I recommend Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? Absolutely. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Take your kids. It's something that you can take your kids to. But overall, it was a great movie, and it really makes me happy to see how much animation movies and shows are really making an impact. You know, Kitambo animation was seen more for children, but I believe there's a certain magic that comes with animation that you can't find with live actions. And for me, that's why animation and anime just hold a special place in my heart. So go watch it. It's making waves, and pretty much I feel like it's going to be as successful as Super Mario Bros., which is a good thing. So Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Tell me what you think about it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.